Yo, what's going on, guys? We are here waiting for, I believe, Will. Jackson is now here. How's the audio?
Good.
Word. It seems like StreamYard just tells you to go F yourself if you use AirPods.
I can get behind that.
Honestly, I think the problem is because the AirPods themselves have a microphone. And you know how if you put a mic next to a speaker, it distorts the audio? Or like, have you ever tried putting two microphones next to two microphones that are connected to two separate computers? They make that high pitch. I think that was the problem.
Oh,
I
okay.
don't know. Either way, I've seen you start doing some draft content. Oh, you're also on the coffee grind? I feel like a manic right now.
Yeah, I woke up about 10 minutes ago here. Um, Not sure what happened. I went to bed at like 4. I got into a deep. Oh, what's up, Shade? Got into a deep rabbit hole about like 2012 last night. So,
What'd you get down into?
well, there's some theories that the world ended and that we're in a parallel universe since then. So,
I mean, there's also the theory that every decision you make leads to another universe being created. So if I don't hit my jewel right now, there's another universe being created at this very moment where I'm hitting my jewel right now. So every time you make a decision, another parallel universe is created where you made that decision.
yeah, it's wild.
Isn't that deep?
Yeah.
Either way, so NBA Finals tonight. Hopefully, it's going to be a good one. I was just talking to somebody. I don't know who the hell I was talking to, but this is going to be a 7 game final. The NBA is going to do everything. Also, there supposedly was it Tim Donahue? Somebody came out the other day and they were talking about the NBA officiating, and they're like basically suggesting that we've all known this, but NBA coaches and players are aware that the referees do points of emphasis every game. Do you know what I mean?
What was that?
Points of emphasis. Is my mic fine?
Emphasis?
What am I saying? Emphasis. Emphasis.
Emphasis?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
emphasis.
Okay, yeah.
I don't know why I couldn't say that word right there. Emphasis. And it's basically, you remember like how when the NFL kept messing up pass interference and they were like, hey, we told our referees this regular season to really watch out for pass interference. And it felt like the first few weeks of the season, everybody was getting a pass interference call or
Oh,
wasn't. And I think this is just, I have no idea where I'm going with this, but really what I want to say is I don't think the NBA is rigged. I just think it's money and it's in their best interest to go for a game, given a 7 game series, like push the refs to somehow allow for a 7 game series.
yeah, like a Draymond incident where he gets ejected if they're up like 3-1.
So no, there was a talking about this. I don't know who the ref. He said so. The reason why Draymond the other game he wasn't ejected, where people were saying he should have gotten a technical foul near the end of the game. They were like, there was this ref. I think it was Tim Donahue or another ref. He's like, yeah, the referees didn't give him a technical foul because the refs kind of pick and choose when to give fouls and stuff. And they're like, if we're gonna, that foul would have ejected Draymond and it would have given an advantage. And they were just talking. You when you were listening to it, you were just like, so there is some thoughts. And then another NBA player tweeted, he's like, we all know how which refs coach. I mean, which refs ref certain games a certain way, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I mean, I remember seeing something about that, but I don't think Draymond should have gotten a tech. I mean, I sent some tweets out about this, but um,
So he did
I
get the tech. I
well,
didn't
he
see
got
that, but
one. He got one.
I think there was a second one that he didn't get.
Yeah, they wanted him with Jalen Brown, where like it was weird. He like fell over Jalen. Like I think Jalen shot it, and then he kind of like he contested it, and then he fell into him. But then I think he kept something on him, and then he got a push it was like a quick. It was all quick, and the Celtics fans and fans in general really wanted Draymond to get a T. But I sent out my tweets about how soft this league has become. So I disagree, but uh, I can't believe people are getting like so upset over the officiating. I said like enjoy the NBA finals. Like it's not
I
that big of a deal.
I completely agree. It's not like it's the Saints watching a guy pull their. You remember when the Saints literally watched their wide receiver get pulled down and no flag was called? I think it was against the Rams like 4 years ago. That pass, no call pass interference, where Drew Brees throws the football and the Rams defender literally grabs the Saints player and drags him to the ground, and the ball flies like 10 feet over their head, and they go, no call. And everyone's like, that is the most blatant pass interference. Like, I don't think there's been anything blatant in this finals that would be like, oh, that's a dirty play. Also, another thing, Draymond Green gained so many respect points from me in a podcast. I don't know what podcast it was. He said this. He's like, everyone's saying this guy would not be able to play in our effing era, and this guy couldn't. He's like, and everyone says I couldn't play in the 80s or 90s. He's like, first off, their fines were $2 if they hit somebody. My fine, if I go knock somebody out, probably $1 million. This is more a money decision, a business decision.
Audio.
Why?
I don't know.
Why is this happening?
They got a personal vendetta with you.
They do, and I have like no idea how to bypass this. Like I spent like 2 hours researching the fuck out of it.
Damn, really?
Yes, like going on forums, and it like seemed like the only thing. Now I'm gonna have to just call StreamYard and be like, hey, I'm so fucking pissed. This is like really, and now put another damper into my day.
Off to a perfect start.
Literally, I'm so mad. Either way, where were we? Warriors versus. Fuck Draymond Green. Okay, I'm done with that story. Fuck Draymond Green. Tonight, Celtics are the favor money line by minus 160. Warriors are plus 135. Celtics are expected to cover spread minus 35, while Warriors are plus 35, and over under of 212.5. I'd go honestly over. Actually, no, I go under Celtics money line and spread. But what would you take?
I'm not good with numbers. I just think the Celtics are winning. So bet as you please.
Celtics money
financial
line.
Advice. Celtics taking home the dub. Andrew Wiggins, the X Factor, that worries me tonight. I feel like Tatum's gonna have. I feel like he's gonna just thrive off the energy of the TD Garden.
I mean, Jason Tatum needs to have a big game, as he's been kind of just quiet for most of the finals. I mean, it's only been 2 games, but I think the best thing is who even has been guarding Tatum. Is it just exclusively been Wiggins and Draymond Green?
For the most part.
So I wonder really, what if the Celtics win this and Jaylen Brown's the MVP?
That'd be pretty cool.
Would that change the legacy? Would Jaylen Brown be viewed as the franchise cornerstone, as the better player?
Yeah, it's a good question. I don't know. Like, do you view Jason Tatum as a superstar?
I think both Brown and Tatum are like right on that line of being superstars. Like they're all-star players, all NBA capable. It's almost like a consistency or a maturity thing.
Yeah. So like, if Booker like to me, if Booker wins an MVP, wins a Finals MVP, like I might put him at that superstar status. But
They're the same level. They're all three
yeah,
the same.
the way it ended this year, no way. If Tatum doesn't step up, no way. So yeah, if Brown wins it, I don't think either of them are superstars. I think they're on the right track. I like Jason Tatum so much more than Jaylen Brown because I'm a Duke bandwagon. So I don't want that to happen.
I'm the other way around. So don't get me wrong, even though I go to the University of Kansas, I always liked Duke because of Christian Laettner and Grant Hill. Like I watched the Christian Laettner documentary and loved him even more. I was but the thing is when Brown came out of college, everyone's like, this guy's hyper athletic and defensive ready. All he needed to do was put his offensive game, and every single year he put it together. Even though for some reason he spent the past 5 years working on his ball handling, and then in the playoffs he's kind of forgotten how to dribble. But Shea Texan, he has stepped up. Like he's just every single year he's became more efficient. I just think Tatum definitely seems way more naturally gifted at basketball than Brown is, but I think Brown has the better work ethic. I'm not taking anything away from Tatum's work ethic. Jaylen Brown's just obsessive, it seems like.
Wow, you're disrespecting the Mamba.
No, but I honestly think if the Celtics win it and Brown gets the Finals MVP and Tatum continues to be background noise, I think in a lot of Celtics' minds, Brown would be the face of the franchise.
Damn. Wow. That's something.
But think about it. When Kevin Love isn't remembered as the guy who helped them get a Finals for the Cavs, it's LeBron James and Kyrie Irving.
Yeah, I'm a big Kevin Love proponent.
So am I. So I love Kevin Love.
Yeah.
But really, what did he do in that Finals? Before that one defensive series against Steph Curry, all he was a catch-and-shoot three-point shooter that stood in the corner.
It's a team leader, vocal leader.
I honestly feel so bad for Kevin Love for having to play 5 years with LeBron because he got regressed as a human. They just told him you were an all NBA double 20 point and 15 rebounds a game type guy. We're just gonna tell you to lose 50 pounds. You're not gonna be at 280, you're gonna be at 230, and we're gonna tell you to go stand in the corner. Don't go for rebounds. Just stand in the corner. Perfect. We don't I feel bad though. You're just just fuck all your other offensive skills that you're one of the best back mid-range big man. Just you see that corner? Don't move.
Yeah, it doesn't fit LeBron.
But honestly, I think that's why he was so depressed. Because then after that, he goes and becomes a bad team. You remember when he had apologized for punting a ball? Was it or kicking?
Yeah, dude, that was 2 years ago. That was 2 years ago. It was always so. Whenever I made Cavs videos this last year, I was always so shocked that it was just 1 year prior that you had Kevin Love just throwing tantrums on the bench sometimes.
He had to come out and give a whole apology. He's I'm sorry. I've been struggling with my mental health. He's I don't mean to disrespect the game. He gave out this whole apology. I was bro, I think anybody could understand that you just won a championship 3 years ago and now you're losing every single game. I think that's completely understandable why you're flipping out.
Yeah.
So, what do you say? I have no idea what this comment means, but I do not. I love LeBron James, but I don't ride his dick because I really don't talk about him because I hate the comments that go little Mickey Mouse, little Mickey Mouse. I was I don't want to read 1,000 of these copy and pasted little Mickey Mouses.
Yeah, I'm a big LeBron James advocate.
So am I. I think he's better than Jordan. Look, different eras. I always say this. You don't compare Johnny Unitas to Patrick Mahomes. You don't compare, Otto Graham to Tom Brady.
Who?
Otto Graham, number 00.
Autograph enough? No, I don't know who that is.
He played punter, kicker, and quarterback.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, we're 00s. But either way, you just don't compare NFL players to different eras because everybody knows in football they're different.
Yeah, that's fair. That's cool.
So I just think that's the same thing with basketball. I'm not saying hand checks are a big rule. I just think LeBron James would dunk over Michael Jordan if he was transported in that era because he's on PEDs and he's an athletic freak. While Michael Jordan was just a super athletic guy in an era where they were still drinking booze, doing coke, and not doing PEDs.
I have 2 questions for you. Number 1, I feel you should make NFL content, but LeBron James's track record does not back up the fact of him doing PEDs.
He's had a benign growth tumor on his jaw, which is like a very telltale sign of hormone use. Besides that, he's not using. People think when you say PEDs, they're using steroids. The most common thing they might use, and they'll use it very little if they need to bulk up when they're younger, is HGH. Giannis probably used HGH. LeBron, when he was younger, probably used HGH. They take him off it real quick, but HGH makes everything grow, including your dick. And you can get HGH if you get breast milk, and you can make it homemade HGH off of a woman's breast milk. But either way, they usually use peptides. And these other PEDs, basically all it does is better endurance, quicker injury recovery time, and leaner muscle mass. It's really nothing special. It's just stamina, injury. People think it's not making them superhuman. It just makes it more manageable to play 100 games a year.
I would definitely want some HGH if I was in the league. Why not?
I would do You're telling me? You're telling me? Okay, you wouldn't have doctors put a bunch of shit in your body for generational type wealth?
Are the repercussions that heavy? Or like, is the downside to HGH like that bad?
I mean, how much do you use?
I don't know. I don't know.
And for how long? How
LeBron James, the LeBron James regimen. I don't know.
But if you read into the biogenesis scandal, just look at all the names. Guess whose name was on it? And then he got traded the following next 2 years, and his name was Dwight Howard. He won 3 years, and in the same scandal that the entire Major League Baseball caught Alex Rodriguez and everybody for, he went to the same clinic. So did LeBron, and so did a bunch of Miami Heat and Orlando Magic player. And the funny part is that not LeBron, Dwight Howard got traded to the Lakers. They found a foot or 2 foot long cyst on his back, which is consistent to the injection spots of a PD in that area for some reason. And ever since then, he's never been the same Dwight Howard. He lost the shoulder mass. So they think the whole Orlando Magic team was juicing at this clinic.
I wouldn't be surprised. I guess that.
Also, the only player to get suspended from the biogenesis scandal, the entire MLB, but the only player to get suspended in the NBA, Hito Turkoglu.
Yeah, so I'm aware last time we talked about this, but I'm just saying, LeBron James's track record, the GOAT, the legacy, would not back up these claims. He's still with his high school sweetheart.
Yeah, but No, I'm just kidding. No. But also, his high school sweetheart is like the female version of Tom Brady. Okay, you're not ugly. You're just poor. Okay, just look at a picture of her in high school and then look at a picture of her now, and you're just like, damn, money really do change you.
All right, Savannah
James.
LeBron, high
What?
school.
Don't get me wrong. She ain't cute.
Well, they seem so much older. Well, whoa. I mean,
Are you tapping?
no, she's definitely pretty cute. I don't know if these are new or old pics.
Let's see.
I think she's fine. Yeah, I think she's fine.
Maybe I'm just an asshole. Let's see.
There's one high school picture where I like can kind of see what you're talking about, but now, yeah, I guess so. I guess now you're right. Like she looks.
I'm
Is Ronnie?
Don't get me wrong, I love LeBron, but at the same time, you know who I really, really respect? Kawhi Leonard and James Harden. Just full on cheeks, guys. They love their strip clubs.
Kawhi is super dope.
Also, did Kawhi just like leave the spotlight? He just said, "I'm injured. I'm just not gonna like be around."
Yeah, I think so.
Because I feel like I have not seen Kawhi in like a year.
He's so reserved, dude. He probably literally is just home with his family, with his girl, eating food from his chef, and working out, and seeing his family more. That's it. Like that's probably all he does.
Well, didn't his dad die like the past 2 years or something like that?
Damn. So maybe he's sort of throwing some grieving. Rip Kawhi's dad, if that's true.
I
That's some fuel to the fire right there. I'd throw some money down on Kawhi to pick up another ring.
don't know. Also, Kawhi, isn't it crazy to think Kawhi only won what, one ring or two rings? Two rings. He won one because he shut down LeBron in the finals, correct? Like his rookie season.
Yeah, he won one with
The Spurs.
San Antonio. He
Okay.
might have three. Does he have three?
I think he meant no. He has two. He definitely has two. One with the Raps, one with the Spurs. Did the Spurs go to finals twice with him, or was the Western Conference Finals?
They
won?
might have lost. Kawhi Leonard NBA Finals. Damn.
People forget Kawhi was like was able to catch the end of the Tim Duncan Ginobili Parker reign.
Yeah.
It's so
It's a
sad
big
that
deal.
people forget that Kawhi was supposed to be. It was supposed to be the Kawhi DeJounte Murray right now.
Oh shit! Was it really?
Yeah, that was the whole point that
Oh,
Kawhi
really?
Kawhi screwed them over because he was supposed to DeJounte Murray. You know what DeJounte Murray has become. And his DeJounte was supposed to be Kawhi's sidekick.
Oh.
And think about that. Imagine Kawhi, DeJounte Murray, Keldon Johnson, and Jokic Pirtle. That's kind of a lot.
Kind of lost me at Jakob, but I get the gist.
Jokic Pirtle's like a top 5 defensive center in the league. He's probably the 5th best defensive center.
Yeah, he's just kind of boring. And
Oh, he's incredibly boring, but but I think he's the bare minimum needed. Like Jokic Pirtle, Jonas Valanciunas, Steven Adams are all centers that I think are the bare minimum you need to win a championship. You need a center like those guys at least, who just they do their job: set picks, rim run, grab rebounds, block shots.
fair. Kawhi made 3 NBA Finals. I can't see. Oh, here, first Finals appearance 2013, where they lost to LeBron.
They lost that one. I thought they won.
No, they
was-
won in 13-14.
Oh, so wait. Oh yeah, they made it back-to-back finals.
Yep. So
Damn,
did
San-
he?
Well, yeah. I mean, the Heat were, what was it? Not 5, not 6, not 7, not 8.
I wish I could go back to those days.
I mean, I think it's so funny that LeBron literally told ESPN, "Let's make this a live TV special."
He's the GOAT.
I really wonder, what will the league look like when LeBron leaves?
It's catastrophic.
Well, it's Giannis clearly does not want to be the face of the franchise, face of the league. I think they're now going for Luka.
Giannis, Luka, Trey.
Trey, yeah. It looks
They're really
like,
trying to push Shaw.
well, they're really trying to make Trey Young the next Chris Paul.
Wow.
No,
He's in all
not.
those State Farm commercials. Oh.
That's what I meant. That's what I meant. The State Farm commercials.
Oh, shit. Just because
They,
I'm in the NBA doesn't mean I can reach everything.
yeah. Then there's, yeah, I really think it would be John Morant, Trey, and Luka Doncic.
Yeah. And then
Also,
Jalen Green's in there. Josh Christopher's in there. Kevin Porter Jr.'s in there. Paulo Banchero will be in there. Throw in Şengün. Sprinkle in aside Atari Eason. And then also sprinkle in Dyson Daniels at 9. And that's those 12 are probably the face of the league for the next decade or so.
I bet, bud. No, you know who I think it's really interesting and no one's talking about is DeAndre Ayton a bust?
Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa. Oh, just throwing out the B word. I don't think so.
Is he worthy of the number 1 pick?
I mean, was Marvin Bagley worthy of the number 2 pick?
Well, Luka Doncic and Trey Young were both in the same draft class.
Yeah. Who else was in that one? Jamal?
I think Mikal and Miles Bridges.
Yeah. Yeah, but Mikal was 5, right?
Yeah, and I think Miles was in the teens.
Yeah. You know, I'm sure. Oh, here. We'll clip this. Yeah. The Kings, I know they wish they could have it back, but with Jaden Ivey inbound, it all works out for a reason. Just got to trust. Just got to trust the management.
I love Jaden Ivey. But everyone says he's the next John Morant. I'm like, this guy's clearly just John Wall as a shooting guard. I think
that's cool.
I think he's more reminiscent of a John Wall, like a young John Wall.
That's cool. Wow. Damn. Would you take him at 3?
No, I would take him at 4. I would take him over Shadon Sharp.
Oh my God, I'm so glad some dude ragged on Shadon Sharp. I was all over Twitter for a couple hours yesterday. Some guy was like, why would I can't remember if it was the Pistons. It was like, this dude hasn't played in a year and a half. Like, 5-star, where the hell is the 5-star? Blah, blah, blah. Like, I was like, yeah.
I would take him if I'm the Pistons at 5. I would take Shadon Sharp. I think because the other options are Keegan Murray and Benedict Mathurin. I just feel Pistons Shadon Sharp at 5. That's a good risk. You're not too high. It's high upside, high risk.
It's a gamble. I just got shit on in my last Pistons video. Someone was like, "You idiot! Troy doesn't want a project after Cade Cunningham." I'm thinking in my head. I'm like, well, Cade got drafted last year. He's still a project himself. Your whole team's a project. It'll be just fine if you get Shadon Sharp. Just fine.
I'm a big proponent. You either take the best pick available or the best player available, or you trade down.
Ooh.
If the best player available, if you guys don't like the best player available, like you don't like how he necessarily fits with your team, just trade down. Get some assets and then see what's available in a few picks. No one's forcing your hand to draft there.
No.
I just think that's the big thing. You should always just take the best pick available. If you don't like the guy, trade down. Then take the best pick available wherever you trade down.
Yeah, I'm going Shadon or Keegan.
I really just see Keegan going to the Indiana Pacers.
He just kind of fits there.
Yeah, no, I've seen so many people comment that. They're like, Keegan Murray, I don't know if it's because he was in an Iowa jersey that's kind of close to Indiana Pacers colors,
Yeah.
but everyone's just like, he just looks like a Pacer.
Yeah. You remember, any chance you remember when the Pacers got like TJ Leaf and it was kind of a big deal?
What happened to TJ Leaf?
I don't know.
There's also, you remember, there's been so many. Bruno Cavacolo, he was 2 years from being 2 years away.
Damn, Bruno. Capicola salami and cheese. Isn't he on
He's in Brazil.
Oh shit. Never
Yeah.
mind. Wow.
He last played for the Grizzly like a year or two ago. He
Damn.
he balled out kind of for like 16 minutes a night, but
I feel like he was on the Rockets last season.
he was on the Rockets
Oh.
at one point. I don't know when, but he might have been on last season. He played after he left. Who was he drafted again by? Toronto. After he left Toronto, he went to the Rockets and the Grizzlies. I don't know in which order. But damn. Or even, do you remember Jan Vesley?
No.
Dude, this guy, he was like supposedly the Dirk Nowitzki, but athletic with a 40-inch vertical. Just if you ever want to, just search up Jan Vesley dunk mix. And this guy is some white guy, like 7 foot, and just catching alley oops, windmill dunks. He played 2 years for the Wizards after being the 5th pick. And he was just like, damn, I really suck in the NBA. Peace. And it just went back to Europe, has never came back, and it's like one of the best European big mids.
Wow.
Just said peace.
Yeah. Good for him.
Mario Hezonja a month ago put out a statement.
Ooh.
Yeah, Mario Hezonja put out a statement a month ago saying he's never going back to the NBA. The NBA mistreated him. He kind of dogged on the league, and this is something that comes from a lot of European players who don't have success in the NBA. They go, the NBA mistreated me, and he's like, the NBA is just a one-on-one show. And he's like, I'm never going back.
See straight facts.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Damn, he's this young?
Who?
Wow. Crobe. Super Mario the Beast.
Yeah, Mario Hezonja is what is he, 24?
I mean, he was 24 in 2019, 2020, so he's like, what, max 26 right now?
Yeah.
His
Dude,
prime.
F. Jan Vesley. Yeah, Jan Vesley played 4 years. Listen to this. He was EuroLeague MVP in 2019, champion 2017, 3-time first team. Okay. Basically, he's averaged, like, look at these stats. I gotta pull this up. I'm gonna share my screen right here. Look at this. Man literally was a butt cheeks. And then goes over to and just super consistent. But I actually want to pull up a Jan Vesley mix.
Oh yeah, he's still balling. Ooh, the Asseo show's on right now.
Yeah.
The NBA show. Shit.
Here's some. Oh yeah, he was supposed to be John Wall's sidekick. I forgot all about this.
Whoa.
Look at this guy. I don't know if is it buffering or like going. Is it not working? No.
Great, yeah.
No. Just gave up on that. I didn't know if it was. I figured that it would be too much to share the screen. No, but damn. Either way, this is a great segue to NBA mock draft. Have you started yours?
No.
All right, I'm on my 6.0. I'm actually going to record it after we finish. Okay, this is my... What?
No, nothing.
So this is my mock right now. I got Jabari Smith going at 1, Chet Holmgren 2, Paulo Banchero 3, Jaden Ivey 4, Shadon Sharp 5, Keegan Murray 6, Jeremy Sohan 7, Bennett Mathurin 8, Johnny Davis 9, Dyson Daniels 10, Jalen Duren 11, Oklahoma City Ousmane Deng, and I actually put him only there because I went online and I saw a bunch of people that I follow who do mock drafts that I trust. All 4 of them put Ousmane Deng this week at 12, and I was like, why is everyone putting Ousmane Deng at 12? I was like, that kind of just feels a little conspicuous. So it seems like the Thunder might have wink promised to draft him at 12 if he's still there. I got Mark Williams at 13. 14, I got Malachi Branham because a tweet was put out that the Cavs have narrowed down Davis, Branham, Benedict Mathurin, and I believe Ochai Abaji and Jalen Williams as their choices. So I put Malachi Branham there because he was the highest ranked out of those guys who were left. Then AJ Griffin going to the Charlotte Hornets. They need 3-point shooting, and he's sliding down the draft because supposedly he doesn't play defense and he's still recovering from injury. Ochai Abaji, Ty Washington to your Rockets because you guys need a point guard. And I think Ty will be Tyrese Maxey 2.0 in a way.
Whoa.
Tari Eason to the Bulls.
Yeah.
Timberwolves get EJ Little from Ohio State. Spurs get Nikola Jovic because they actually just had Nikola Jovic work out for them. And then the Denver Nuggets had Jalen Williams work out for them. Bryce McGowens. Is it McGowens or McGowens?
No clue.
His aunt commented on my video about him. And he said I said his name wrong. Then
Whoa, that's sick.
Yeah, and then
his aunt.
Yeah, he was like,
Holy
he's
shit.
like, I kind of like gave like a rude response. I was like, I didn't know it was his aunt. I was like, what? She's like, you should pronounce his name right. Her name was Tabitha, and I was like, well, that's how the commentator said. And she's like, oh, I'm sorry. She's like, he's a really sweet boy. If you ask him, he'll tell you how to say it correctly. And I was like, okay. So I DM'd him. He hasn't responded, but
I figured. Yeah.
So I've at 23, the 76ers got their pick from the Nets because the Nets decided to defer it till next year. Jaden Hardy. 24, I got Kennedy Chandler. 25, Kendall Brown. 26, Patrick Baldwin. 27, Marjon Beauchamp. 28, Jake LaRavia. 29, Blake Wesley. Okay, also, this is another thing. I had like 8 people comment that I said Blake Wesley wrong. How do I say Blake Wesley any different?
It's Bilake.
You're lying.
Bilake Wesley.
I don't know how else I would say that. Then Walker Kessler at 30. Second round's just too annoying. I put Sharif O'Neal just for fun in there.
Oh.
And then
Harper J.
Yeah, I also put Ron. The second
is Kai Soto. Where's Kai Soto? Where's Kai Soto?
I actually will admit Kai Soto isn't on this. I need to correct that. I mean, he could also tell him, don't draft me. Because a lot of guys who go in the second round say, don't draft me. Because if you get more money if you go undrafted. You can negotiate your contract. If you get drafted in the second round, you're put into, like, I guess a contract scale. So they can only give you between a certain amount. If you become an undrafted free agent, you can tell them, okay, sign me to a training camp deal. If I ball out in training camp, let's sit down and talk for like a 4-year deal. Like that's what Terrence Davis did. You can sign. It's basically called betting on yourself. You just tell if a team says we're going to draft you in the second round, be like, don't draft me in the second round. Don't draft me in the second round. You go undrafted and then you choose your team.
Damn.
That's what a lot of players who want to bet on themselves will be like, don't touch me. Don't touch me in the second round. If you're not going to, literally they'll tell people, if you don't draft me in the first, don't even touch me. I'd rather choose my team.
It's crazy. Wow.
I think it's smart. Like, if you're that confident in your game and you're like, don't take me in the second round because you know what's going to happen if you go in the second round? You're probably going to get put on a 2-way contract and spend your first year in the G League.
Let's see.
You rather be undrafted and just ball out.
I have 2 things. One that reminds me of I really wanted to have Cade Cunningham on my channel last year, so I like DM'd his brother, and now his brother's like a big fan of golf balling, Kanan. But I was how many hours per day do you say you do this on average?
You what?
Like this?
Like making videos? Content?
Yeah, make your videos, like read the mocks, eat the film,
Probably like, I guess all day.
all day.
I mean, I have like little 2-hour breaks I give myself, but I'm usually just sitting around reading the rumor mill, going through Twitter, reading mocks. I mean, I've just made a list. I'm about to start writing articles every day.
Ooh.
Yeah, I want to like try to write at least 30 articles a month. But yeah, one article. I'm talking to people. If no one gives me a spot, I'm just gonna make a website. But kind of just offering my services for free. Just be like, yo, can you just give me access to your website? And I'm just gonna just keep putting blogs up there.
Like through school or sports stuff?
Right now, if we get with the radio show, I need to email them again because it's been 2 days and I've messaged them and they haven't gone back to me. So I need, even though we talked in person on Monday, they have a website and I was gonna post on their website. They have like a blog area. I was gonna post it on the radio website. Or I could go onto the school newspaper and be a columnist for the opinion section, but they only let you post once a week.
Oh.
I want to post every day.
Nice.
But what about you? How long do you spend doing this?
Oh, yeah, just all day.
It's like I couldn't even fathom. I just kind of have notifications on my phone turned on. Then I kind of just go to Hoops Hype Rumor Mill. I continuously refresh that page. I go to the
I'm gonna look that up.
Hoops Hype Rumors and literally just sit there. And that's how, if you ever want, like right here, they're telling me Frank Vogel is an option for Utah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and like
That'd be wild. That makes a lot of sense.
it does. I mean, they need defense. And I think I love Hoops Hype. I have a paid subscription for The Athletic.
Nice.
That is amazing.
Is it really? Is it worth it?
Yeah, I mean, let me see if I can probably just give you my login.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'll just send you my login.
Fuck yeah, thank you. Jeez.
Yeah, it's like $7 a month, and it's not bad.
Shit.
Yeah. Mine though, need to log in. Alrighty.
Sick of using Bleacher Report. It's just dog shit.
Bleacher Report's Jake Fisher's cool on the Bleacher Report, but besides that, I really think The Athletic's the best for everything. Because basically they hired every good sports journalist for every sport.
Damn. When are they gonna sign you?
I've actually applied so many times that
Really? They haven't gotten back?
No. I mean, I don't.
What?
A lot of it are writing jobs, and I'm not a qualified writer.
I see.
Yeah, no. Either way, you're about to catch me on the local news. You know what's going to be really funny when I do the local news and people will find my YouTube channel?
Hey. Oh, yeah.
They'll be like, I saw this guy talk about a car accident. It says...
What's up, Gio De La Cruz?
Is that what JDC stands for?
Yeah, now I feel bad for just shouting out his full name. I don't think there's too many people in here. Sorry, Gio.
What's up, Gio? Either way, so... Damn, you know also what we were talking about this the other day. I know this is a completely different sport, but the LIV...
Yeah, the LIV, baby.
They're like really just big dick in the PGA. Like Phil Mickelson and like everybody's going there.
Yeah, they might get Bryson. I think the rumor is they're about to get Bryson.
But yeah, I just saw something like that. What is it? Yeah, DeChambeau and Phil Mickelson are officially joining.
Wow, DeChambeau official?
Yeah, it's right here on The Athletic.
Fuck, I need to... I just started making videos like this on golf, and my first one in a while got like 6.2K, so I was excited.
Really?
Because that, you know, like that market is so saturated. Like only in basketball do you have like people doing that shit every day.
Well, that's why I don't make NFL content. I've had, like you said, multiple people tell me to make NFL content because I know the NFL almost as well as I know the NBA. But I stopped trying to get it. First off, if you go to journalism school, everyone who's a sports journalism major, it wants to cover the NFL. Everyone's like, or college football. And you're just like, I'm good. I want to do NBA because like not really everyone wants to do that. More people want to do college basketball for some reason. But either way, that's the problem. I don't cover NFL because NFL's a country club. Like people only watch like Pat McAfee, Colin Cowherd, Rich Eisen.
Oh, you're mistaken.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, I have a couple football channels. First one, I mean, all of them are monetized just about, except my Bucks one.
I just thought it was hard to grow. Like every time I've made football videos, I barely got views.
Nah, dude. Well, that's why I made team specific channels. Like my Raiders account's got like 2.5K, 400 plus K video views, and I
That's
made
the,
it like 2 months ago. I don't know.
and that's
I
my
don't
thing.
know.
I hate covering one team. I love the
Oh, okay.
I
I
that's
got you.
and that's like one thing with my channel that I get like a lot of people that they say they like is that I cover every facet of every team on like a regular. Basically, I treat it. You know like how Shams tweets everything. I just make a video for everything,
Yeah. Yeah.
and in that way, I cover everything. But yeah, I give you so much props. I could not have a channel how you do, like so many channels.
How though? You probably make and post more videos than I do every day.
I do post
Like
like 172 videos a month, but like
yeah, like so I'll make maybe one video for 5 accounts. I'll make like maybe 5 videos a day right now. So it's not much different. It's just more team based because I want to capture those markets and create a YouTube empire. Ever since my Laker video got 100K, and then I got it monetized, and my last video has like almost 30K. So I'm really excited to see what that looks like tomorrow. But people are starting to catch on. Like maybe three or four people have caught on. Like shit. Do you have an NBA channel for every team? Like maybe. Maybe I
maybe,
do. Maybe I do. Maybe I do.
dude, no, and
Maybe.
I just, I'm already so, now that I've hit like 6,000, I've already starting to see like how the subscriber counts like growing and all that. I can only imagine like how, because I've seen your channel since I followed you start to like just increase too on subscriber count. Because like your Kai Soda, what'd you gain like 1,000 subs from that?
On the Lakers one?
Yeah,
Yeah, a
yeah, that's
thousand.
1,000. That's what I'm saying. So, and I think I've like blown through in the past like 2 weeks almost like 500 subs, which is like good for like my channel. And it's just a matter of time when both of us. I mean, you'll hit it before me, but like it's all YouTube algorithm. Once it just starts noticing, because do you read your analytics a lot? I spend so much time
No,
on.
dude, I had all those shorts that I deleted now, and I'm still demonetized. They always don't approve my monetization status for some fucked up reason, and it's very demoralizing because it's like I got to put some food on the table here in 2 months when I move. So like you could catch me. I mean, I'm slacking on Will Upton right now because it's like, I mean, there's no growth. I'm super stagnated, but I also have been just kind of waiting for the off season because I think it does a lot better.
Yeah, I mean, holy crap! The day free agency starts, I will just be sitting right here for maybe 5 hours, just making thumbnails on my cell phone and just posting videos.
Oh yeah.
But damn, I just think, look, first off, we'll get back onto the NBA because I think, first off, you know what's crazy to think about this is the NBA as a whole. I don't understand. Do you think in a few years most of the prospects won't go to college?
Um, maybe I think that's kind of dumb though. I feel like they don't do much work. So I would go to college for a year and then dip out and just enjoy college and talk to some co-eds, go to some parties, drink some beers, and be that dude on campus for a year. Bag every broad on the school. Like, why not?
I think there's definitely going to be guys who want to do that, be top dog on campus, bang the hottest chicks, get the NIL money. Like the NIL money definitely incentivizes it. But the more I think about it, the NIL money probably won't match. Actually, it's probably more right now than what overtime or the G League or the NBL can give them. But I wonder if the top players will go to college. I think it's going to become more and more if you're a top 25 player or a top 30 player, you don't go to college, and everybody else goes to college and plays 4 years.
If you're not, or if you are.
If you're not a top 30 guy, I think those guys will probably go to college for 4 years, and
Oh, okay.
because they would make more money in 4 years in college than they probably the same amount of money.
Hmm.
Also, this could all change if because isn't the NIL stuff about to go to Congress?
I have no idea how that all works or has been
Well,
working.
people are flipping out about college football because I don't know if you've seen, they're literally setting up boosters will create a company, and this company now is not affiliated with the school, but it is created by all the boosters, and that said company sponsors the players.
Hmm.
So basically, they recruit a player and they're like, "Hey, come here. We'll set you up." Like I don't know if you saw Ryan Day of Ohio State. He held a press conference and told boosters, "I need $13 million by next week or something like that. I need five." He's like, "I need $1 million for edge rushers. I need $1 million for quarterback. I need $1 million." He's like, "Everybody else has to get $500,000 every start
Jesus. In
every
the
year."
bank, 500 in the bank for these players, or
Bare minimum, if you're like a starter, you get 500K. If you're a defensive end, you get $1 million. If you're a quarterback, $1 million. I think wide receiver and linebackers get $1 million.
shit. I would probably spend all 4 years at Ohio
That's what,
State if that's what was offered to me.
and that's bare minimum.
I mean, I don't really like that, but
I
guess
think
it
it.
makes sense. Like I just don't really know how that works. But if you're a big ass school, it sounds kind of
Yeah,
tough for the bottom feeders.
so let me right here check this bad boy out. This is called the night database. If you ever want to learn how much schools get for money,
I
booyah.
saw
Let's.
some idiot gave like $100 million to Loyola. I'm like, I got an email from them. Are we idiots?
So this is how much. This is where all the money goes. So Alabama spent $170.19 million in 2021 on athletics, specifically football. They earned 179 million. They were paid 98.05 million dollars for their media rights.
Hmm.
Alabama. Alabama also received 7.4 million dollars in ticket sales. They got 14.6 million dollars from the government. They got 14 million from corporate sponsors and 35.6 from donor contributions.
Damn.
Okay.
That amount.
Now, let's see what a school like Loyola Chicago gets.
Ooh. 100 million.
Oh, you guys don't have a football program.
Yeah.
So this is pointless. Let's
Oh.
just do
I was hoping they would do like basketball or something.
let's do University of Kansas. Kansas spent 94 million. And he only got 92. We did get a payout of 40 million, almost 40 million in media rights. But literally, Alabama got $98 million for media rights. We got 39. That's the difference.
Damn.
That's
Yeah,
doesn't that blow? Isn't that huge?
Yeah, that's a lot.
Yeah, people don't realize how much money. Also, KU gets like 65 mil. We have the richest apparel deal. We get $65 million a year just from Adidas.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah,
Damn.
but the funny part is our contract expired the same year we got hit with violations of infractions, and then Adidas came over and they're like, the richest contract in college sports and all sports for an apparel is UCLA's Under Armour deal for 45 million a year. We'll hit you up with 65 if you re-up with us in the midst of your investigation. And KU is like, where do we sign?
Yeah, whoa.
This is.
Uh,
But yeah, so now with the NBA, tonight we talked about the Boston Celtics winning. And I think the most interesting spot is I think this NBA offseason is just going to be so weird because everybody, especially with the Utah Jazz now having to find a coach so late in the process, the Hornets are either just hiring Mike D'Antoni or Kenny Atkinson. Do you think everybody's trying to take it to the next step because you could argue the league's wide open?
Yeah, it is wide open. It was wide open last year.
Who do you have? Also, I saw a great, I don't know who said this, but somebody was like, everyone's talking shit on James Wiseman, but they don't realize James Wiseman was supposed to be Evan Mobley for the Warriors.
So what are my thoughts on James Wiseman? Or?
Do you agree with that statement? That
He was supposed to.
you know, like the impact Evan Mobley had for the Cavs, that like that rim protection, kind of be able to step out on the perimeter.
Yeah.
They were supposedly, people forget and they just think of James Wiseman as this bust already, but they don't realize that James Wiseman, they were expecting that he would have a similar impact that Evan Mobley had for the Cavs for the Warriors.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not calling quits on James Wiseman. I mean, I think someone tried to compare him to Shaedon Sharp because of Wiseman's college career, but I mean, he's 7'3", right? Is he 7'3"?
He's 7'1" at least.
7'1". So I'm not giving up on Wiseman. I mean, he's just got to get healthy and stay healthy.
Though,
Their
I mean,
future is interesting.
I've always liked James Wiseman. I've never had a problem with him. It just comes. I think they just played it safe. There was no need to play him this year. But what I'm genuinely curious. Also, people forget this guy averaged his rookie year in 39 games, 22 minutes a night, 52% from the field, 32% from three, 6 rebounds a game, almost 12 points a block.
Yeah,
Like,
I had him on my fantasy team.
is fantasy basketball fun? I've never
Oh
played.
yeah.
I tried doing one this year, and every person I talked to, they're like, "That's too much work.
You can join mine.
It'll be next season. It's a little late.
What?
Isn't it a little late to join basketball fantasy?
No, it's way too early. It's June 8th. They're not even made yet.
Wait, it starts in June 8th?
No, I'm saying like it's not even close to starting till
Oh.
October. Yeah.
Okay, well, yeah, I'll do one next year.
I
Okay,
need
so
like games to be going on.
I didn't know if they do like a finals.
Oh, I see. Yeah, I guess yeah. It's way too late, but I'm viewing it as too early.
So Mark Stein tweeted that how gettable Zach LaVine remains debatable. Although I will say around the league, I do get the sense from teams that they think he is in play to leave the Bulls for the right offer. Right now, there's no guarantee he returns to the Bull, but the buzz leading up to his impending unrestricted free agency hasn't done anything to alter my view. Nor will the seemingly long list of logical reasons some of you included Levine has to resign. Also, it's came out that the Bulls want to trade for Rudy Gobert. They're interested, and the main guy who would be in that package would be Nikola Vucevic, but he's considered a negative, and they're going to have to include Patrick Williams in that deal if they want to get Rudy Gobert.
I'm sure they will. All right, Mr. 35 a year Gobert. No, I think it would be. I think the worst the Bulls would give up is Kobe,
I wouldn't be surprised.
and yeah, I think they could get away with Vucevic and fillers, maybe like Kobe and Derek.
Do you put a pick?
I'd sprinkle one in.
Okay.
Not first.
Listen to this. Listen to this. Vooch, Kobe White, and a pick. Like a future heavily protected first round pick. Future, down the road. Or Rudy Gobert and a second round pick for Gordon Hayward and this year's first round pick. Like one of the 2 first round picks the Hornets have.
So I'm the Jazz.
Yeah, no, yeah, you're the Jazz right now. Which deal would you rather? Yeah, you're the Jazz. You're the Jazz. Are you taking Rudy Gobert and with a package with a second round pick for the 14th overall pick in Gordon Hayward, or Nikola Vucevic, Kobe White, and a heavily protected future first round pick?
I want Vooch and Kobe and heavily.
Yeah, I guess, yeah. Unless Gordon, how many more years does Gordon Hayward have on his deal?
3, 2 at least 2, right?
Okay, then yeah, I agree. Never mind.
Let's see. Let's see. That man, I feel like that man's just always at a multiple year 20+ contract.
I mean, he was worth it in Boston. I mean, in a sense, actually no, because he got hurt, but he wasn't bad in Boston.
I mean, he's worth it in Utah, but
He also had his first year in Charlotte wasn't terrible.
he had some great hair.
You did have some great hair. Gordon Hayward, though, that man grew the fuck up. Like, if you look at Gordon Hayward first few years in the NBA, he has like a terrible haircut. And then it was like one year, somebody told Gordon Hayward, like, bro, you need to get like a more than a sports clips haircut. And he came back with like this Chris Evans look.
Yeah, I like that. Chris Evans look.
That's literally what he did. He got like the shaved sides with like the gelled back top piece.
Yeah.
And you're just like, wait, Gordon Hayward's like pulling bitches now.
Yeah.
Yeah. But man, oh man. Damn. Also, Miles Turner likely to stay in Indiana, while the Wizards have announced they are not interested in D'Angelo Russell. I don't know if you know this. Russell is on the trade block. Also,
Whoa.
damn, the Lakers had a free agent workout on Tuesday, including Langston Galloway, Kyle Guy, Alize Johnson, Louis King, and DJ Wilson.
Interesting.
They-
DJ would probably actually help him out.
I mean, that's what, one former first round pick and then a bunch of bench guys. They have 7 open roster spots next year. I truly believe they're about to fill all 7 roster spots with undrafted. They're going to go the complete opposite. You know, like how they went Brooklyn Nets 2014 style, where they thought, let's just get a bunch of former good players and see if they still have it. I think this year, Darvin Ham and Rob Pelinka are going to be like, you know what? Having a bunch of former stars didn't work. Let's just get a bunch of guys who are barely on the rosters who want to play in the NBA so they have that dog in them.
Fuck yeah.
Because people don't realize, if you're a guy who is like barely holding on to their NBA dreams, you are so much more hungry than a guy who's being paid 25. Now, I'm not taking anything away from a guy making 25 plus million, but you've kind of made it at that point. Yeah. But if you're over here still playing on 10-day contracts, 2-way contract spots in the G League, man, you got a chip on your shoulder. You're hungry. You're going to do everything to take to win and prove yourself.
Oh, yeah. Facts.
If I honestly, I think that's like not like the best way to construct a roster, but if you have a bunch of max contracts, you should just find a bunch of guys who are hungry.
Like Stanley Johnson.
Yeah, Stanley Johnson. There you go. You know also who broke out last year that nobody talked about? Chris Dunn. Search up Chris Dunn's stats.
Did he really?
Chris Dunn came back.
Good for him.
He pulled up the Portland. He shot 43% from the field. Yes, 9% from 3. But he averaged 1.5 steals a game. 1.6 to be exact. Okay? 7.6 points and 4 rebounds and almost 6 assists a game in 24 minutes a night. I know that's like nothing special, but like he kind of like disappeared. I still think Chris Dunn's one of the best perimeter defenders in the league.
That's fair.
He's a better Frank Ntilikina.
Did you say he averaged 9% from downtown?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Well, that's probably because he only took like 2 3-pointers.
Yeah. Still.
Hey, Chris Dunn. Chris Dunn, baby. Why was he the 5th pick of the draft?
Was he?
Yes, the Timberwolves drafted him 5th overall, and then when we traded Zach LaVine for Jimmy Butler, we packaged LaVine and Dunn for Jimmy Butler.
Yeah. He didn't do much for me.
Chris Dunn.
There was always hope.
There was hope. Like his first season with y'all, he shot 32% from 3. The following year, he shot 35%. He was averaging like 11 to 13 points, 6 assists. I mean, he's been a top 5 guy in steals every single year he's played. He's like one of the best perimeter defenders in the league. He's just so bad at shooting.
Good for him.
I know.
Good for him, man.
You got any last thoughts here before I go contact StreamYard to fucking bitch at them for like?
I do not.
And this pisses me off because I switched to my IMAX microphone and there's been no problems. But when I want to use my fucking microphone,
So you haven't changed the settings since the start of the stream till now, because there hasn't been an issue for like over an hour.
that's what I'm saying. I when it happened, I just switched microphones and there hasn't been a problem.
Oh, okay.
And it seems like the problem is with whatever microphone's plugged in.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna like contact StreamYard and be like, "What the fuck is going on, bud?"
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, damn. So hopefully, yeah, I got a few things I got to do today, and we'll figure it out. Oh my god, my dog's just chilling in her cage. Hey, what's up, girl? She's one in her cage. I like put hella blankets in there, so it's like a little bed for her. All right, bud. I'll talk to you on Friday.
Cool.
Peace.
See it.